As you know, we're very focused on these midterm elections and the stories behind the stories that you're not going to get anywhere else. And to that end, we've been explaining to you how Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries have opened up their big tent to the Marxists who hate them. And so he was finally asked, Chuck Schumer was, about the new junior senator from Michigan that he'll be welcoming, one Hassan Piker. And then, I'm sorry, what? Oh, that's right. It's Abdul El-Sayed, Hassan Piker. It's easy to confuse them, isn't it? So he was asked about Abdul El-Sayed, who has, not had a lot of nice things to say about Chuck Schumer. And here's what Chuck said.
Folks like you, what do you make of this rise in the DSA and what that could mean for this?
Well, we're a big tent party. And, not everyone has the same exact view on every single issue. But if you look at the overall issues, the costs that people pay, the chaos in the Trump administration, you see it daily.
Yeah, we're a big tent party. And to prove how big a tent we are, here are our pro-life Democrats who we welcome with open arms into our party, who we give full respect to and a platform on the stage there at our conventions to talk about protecting the unborn. Here they are, everybody. Oh, they've left? They're all gone now? They've left. Well, good riddance. We didn't like them anyway. They're not welcome in our tent. But we would like to welcome the big tent party Democrats who agree that we need to have a secure border. Come on in here, everybody. Oh, no, they're gone too. Oh, but our tent is definitely big enough for the 80% of Democrats who think that we should have photo ID when we go to vote and that we should prove that we're citizens when we register to vote. Come on in here, all you Democrats who agree with, what, just Fetterman? Really? All right, well, keep him off the stage. We're going to primary his ass out of the party. Yeah, they're a big tent party. They're a big tent party as long as you give Chuck Schumer power and you agree with Marxist ideas. They're a big tent party, everybody. Big tent.
Look, the bottom line is we're going to win Michigan. Let me tell you why we're going to win Michigan. First, El-Sayed has brought in new energy and new talent into the Democratic Party.
If you're Chuck Schumer, I'm pretty damn dangerous.
Thank you to Western Lensman for the perfect side-by-side of Chuck Schumer, who doesn't realize yet that new energy and new talent that Abdul El-Sayed is bringing to the Democrat Party, should they get the majority, will actually be Chuck Schumer's undoing. And he will not get that fancy office that he used to love when he was majority leader. Abdul El-Sayed, by the way, for his part, as we showed you yesterday, is desperate to shore up support in the African-American communities of Detroit and Wayne County, Michigan. Yesterday, we showed you how he's now saying, hey, I'm blacker than the blackest guy you'll ever meet, homie. After all, I'm from Egypt. That's in Africa, don't you know? I'm African. That's right. I'm African. Yeah, well, he's got another one. This one he put out on his own social media page on X. He's really proud of this moment where he is down with the homies.
You got to read Dr. Martin Luther King. You got to read the stuff that he actually wrote.
Yeah.
Malcolm X.
Yeah.
I learned what it meant to be a person of color reading Black folk and the civil rights struggle. And I understand that my responsibility is about trying to address racial inequity.
Elon Musk needs to try this because he was legit born in Africa, right? He needs to try this. Listen, I'm from Africa. I read Malcolm X. I learned a lot about being a person of color. Let's see. Honestly, in terms of skin color, Elon's maybe just one shade lighter than Abdul El-Sayed. A person of color. I think I grew up in Detroit. Okay. And a suburb right outside of Detroit in Wayne County. And I feel like most of the people that I knew in that area, Black Michiganders, who, if they use the phrase person of color, I don't think that's the guy they have in mind when they say that. When they refer to themselves as African American, I don't think that's the guy they have in mind. Here's the best part about all of this. Abdul El-Sayed obviously knows that he's got a problem with African-American voters in Michigan, specifically in Detroit and in Wayne County. They did not vote for him. They all voted for Haley Stevens. They are still undecided in this election, okay? And many of them are already pledging their support for Mike Rogers. Democrats for Mike Rogers is a big growing thing going on in Michigan right now. He obviously knows that. Otherwise, he wouldn't be saying I'm African. He wouldn't be, doing this interview with this dude and saying, yeah, I read Malcolm X and he taught me how to be a person of color. But here's what's funny about it. He's not actually talking about the issues. He's treating this voting block like Democrats always treat voting blocks, with identity. Oh, you have ancestry in Africa? Well, I have ancestry in Africa. So vote for me, right? And they're like, no, you're taking our jobs. I work with the UAW. I've got a great healthcare plan through the UAW. We fought hard to keep our collective bargaining agreement going with our union health plan. It was carved out during Obamacare to protect the union so that the unions would continue supporting Barack Obama. So we like our health insurance. You're going to screw us with Medicare for all. Now, do you have a solution there? Because then maybe we'll vote for you. Otherwise, I don't care what color you are. I don't care what country you come from around the world or your ancestors come from. You got nothing for me. And he refuses to do that. He won't do that. He panders. He plays identity politics. I'm not naive. That works in many cases. I don't think it'll work here. Not with the bad blood between the black community and the Arab community in southeastern Michigan. It'll be fascinating to see. Meanwhile, our second favorite, so maybe she's our favorite socialist now, Angie Nixon, because she defeated Alexander Vindman. Boy, oh boy, are we learning a lot about this Marxist from Florida. Here's a throwback. This is Angie Nixon, right after our friend, our colleague, Charlie Kirk, was murdered in cold blood last year.
Our chains are anti-Semitism, which is something that Charlie Kirk stood for. Our chains are racism, which is something that Charlie Kirk stood for. Our chains are attacks on the Muslim community, which is something that Charlie Kirk stood for. Our chains are...
There you go. Wait, is that the whole thing? Or is there more? Oh, there's more to this. I apologize.
Anti-Blackness. Our chains are misogyny, which is everything that Charlie Kirk stood for. I'm telling you this is harmful. I straight up told you it's harmful. And you don't care. You don't care about black people.
Please keep it to the substance of the bill.
This is the substance of the bill. I'm telling you this bill is harmful to a community, but it doesn't matter because we are black. It doesn't matter what I say because I'm black. I'm tired of it. It doesn't matter what you say if you're Palestinian. It doesn't matter what you say if you're Muslim. You're only pushing an agenda, and it is white Christian nationalism. Guess what? I'm a Christian, but I'm black, and I'm telling you it's hurtful. Stop trying to sanitize this man who did not care about us. And then you're telling me as a parent, my child may have to memorialize him and to acknowledge him in school? It's wrong.
Yeah, that was after Charlie Kirk's assassination, when there was a bill before the Florida legislature to honor Charlie Kirk. And that was her response. Class act, right? Super classy. But listen, hey guys, come on. That was before she even considered running for the United States Senate. It's before she started her campaign. Now that she's won the nomination for the Democrats, and now that she's trying to win statewide in a state that is pretty red and dominated by Republicans, I'm sure that she's changed her tune on this, right? Oh shoot, oh gosh, stand by. What happened to my? Oh, okay. I've got a problem with the orders of my clips. Hang on. Here she is now after the primary. Now that she's trying to soften her message and open up her constituency to include all the Republicans that will have to vote for her if she's going to win statewide in Florida. And I'm sure she's changed her tune. I'm sure you're not going to hear anything volatile or hateful like you heard there about Charlie Kirk just, days after he was murdered in cold blood before our very eyes. Come on, Angie, soften your tone. Try to run to the middle and appeal to Republican voters.
And folks often say, like, oh, are you going to be able to work across the aisle with the Republicans? They are not trying to work across the aisle. They're literally trying to kill us. Mm-hmm. And they are doing it on camera.
Yeah.
And not being held accountable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, actually state sanctioned violence.
Mhm.
They've been doing it in the Black community, and they're doing it even more so now with ICE. ICE is now a weaponized paramilitary force that is designed to terrorize us.
Okay, so Angie, here's the deal. You're the nominee now. You're in a Republican-dominated state that has not voted for a Democrat statewide in a couple of decades. So how are you going to appeal to Republicans? And it's a softball question. Will you be able to reach across the aisle and work with Republicans? So come on, give us something here if you want our vote.
And folks often say, like, oh, are you going to be able to work across the aisle with the Republicans? They are not trying to work across the aisle. They're literally trying to kill us.
They are literally trying to kill us. Does she know what the word literally means? They are literally trying to kill us. So Republicans are literally trying to kill us. I guess that means Democrats, Angie Nixon, Black people. I don't know. You tell me.
Mhm.
And they are doing it.
Oh, they're not trying. They are doing it. They are literally killing us. Republicans are murderers. Vote for me.
Mhm.
On camera
Yeah.
and not being held accountable.
She's something, isn't she? Can I go back to Chuck Schumer getting excited about his big tent and how they're going to win? This is your tent, Chuck. She's your candidate. Well, I'm sure that was just a one-off. She thought she was in a comfortable space because it was a podcast. And, you know, if you're a smart, media-savvy candidate these days, there's one thing I can tell you. If you do a podcast out there, most people aren't going to notice it. We certainly won't find the clip and play it here. You're safe. Go say whatever you want. No one's paying attention. It's just a podcast. But then when you go on CNN, then you might want to watch it, right? Yeah, you might want to temper your rhetoric when you're on CNN. And I'm sure she's disciplined there with her media presence. Go ahead, Angie.
I am happy that I'm running because I'm providing hope, letting folks know that we don't want government like in our business. We want government to work for us. We are the ones who are the bosses, not these billionaires, not these corrupt politicians.
Hold on. We don't want government in our business. She's literally a member of the Democrat Socialists of America. Their platform is all about the government literally taking over businesses. We don't want government in our business. We just want government to run every business in this country. This midterm is shaping up beautifully, everybody. From Michigan to Florida and everywhere in between. We just got to keep the focus on what the real problem is. And we will. And we will right here.